Hey guys, what is up?
Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, as most of you know, I love cruising through the forums, especially through Reddit, because that's where we can get all the raw opinions, thoughts, ideas, statements. So everything you guys need is here. Now, someone put up a post saying reality check on why Shiba won't see all-time high in a long time. We are just another token in the market. So this is very interesting, and let's see what this person has to say about this. Hello, I just want to point out the current situation and educate some people to make informed decisions. I know this won't stop the daily $1 0.01 post, and I don't want to spread any FUD. I still believe in the project I currently hold and day trade Shiba. Okay, so just a little statement here to relax you guys before you start jumping and trying to tear up this person. Now, sadly, Shiba was just a hype token, and the hype died last October 1 year ago. I used to believe the dev team was one of the best teams out there. I was overhyped for Shibarium, the metaverse, and their AAA game. I thought it was an excellent idea until the project started to come out. At the time, I got 6 BEAT tokens from savings and the unemployment benefits. Currently, I hold 4 and day trade with 2-3 billion. I keep the difference for my daily life. Now I'm planning to start day trading everything. Why? Every project released to date is a failure. Willy was over advertised, and to date we haven't seen a physical establishment. Why? Because it sucks, and it was a failure when they knew it was fail. That it will fail. They started to push it out. The Wellies NFTs, another failure. The first Shiba NFTs to date, another failure. They don't have any integration with the game or any other thing in the project. The game was the biggest failure of all of them all. I love TCG, and I can mention more than 15 games that are way better than Shiba Eternity. Yet, it had hype thanks to Shiba Army, but now it is not even in the top 100 TCG games. So what is left? Shibarium probably will be delayed thanks to the current FTX news. Even if Shibarium is one of the best layer 2 networks, it has been already announced it won't have any utility until the beta ends. In other words, we can't ride on hype until the team starts doing things correctly and they something successfully. Also, the current market situation is at its worst. All-time high was achieved during a time most of the governments injected huge amounts of money into the economy. Now the Fed is sucking back all the money. Russia is on the border of provoking a World War III. Asia has their own conflicts. Inflation keeps increasing and people are depending on loans. It will take some years to get all-time high, and if the dev team does things correctly from now on, 0.001 will still be hard in the next 10 years. 0.001 means that somehow Shiba gets to 550 billion market cap. All this if the project doesn't go down. Those using exchanges can lose their money while waiting. Currently, day trading on the obvious news seems safer than holding. So very, interesting points here. Undoubtedly, this person is, pessimistic, unfortunately, but still something to discuss, something to talk about. All opinions are always welcome, as long as they are justified and there are points that can be elaborated on. I'm just gonna address a few things before I go into the comments. Undoubtedly, Shiba Inu is trying, the SHIB ecosystem, the developers are trying different things. They are seeking for different opportunities, and not everything is going to be a success. So it's very likely that, if you take 50 shots, you won't get all 50 in. Very, very likely. And the ones that you don't get in, it's better not to always try and drill and point out, because even if we don't get them in, maybe it was close, maybe there was a reason behind it, or maybe something even went in but it's probably not gone in the way the person wanted it to go in. So it depends how you interpret things. Like for example, the person, when they say, the game is a failure, it sucks or whatever, or Welly sucks, probably for them, but it's always their perspective. But if something does work out, I'd rather have devs that actually push and try new things, because as I said, something does work out, then listen to me, it's going to be a complete game changer, because the amount of money that could be made, or the amount of exposure that could be gotten from whatever that works out, could be amazing. So let's see what the people have to say about it. Well, there are a few comments, so let's get into it. As much as I agree with some of what you're saying, but in reality it isn't all that true. For starter, how many crypto out there actually have projects? Not many, if any at all. Secondly, the devs have worked out roadmaps on the direction which the coin will be going. Not many crypto has that, other than, trust me bro, it's going to the moon. If you look at the top 20 crypto, most are just a hold and pray it will be next Bitcoin. Not many have any physical projects backing other than transaction purpose, which most CC have already served. Just saying, if you want to do some in-depth analysis, you need to look at the overall crypto and where SHIB stands. SHIB have a strong fundamental IMO. That is very, very true. The fact that, these developers are genuinely working on it. They're producing so many different things. Believe me, if you know cryptos well, there are some cryptos that just have nothing, no backing behind them. It's just been created and people just buy them in the hope that somehow they just skyrocket one day through some hype. For Elon Musk, for example, tweets about them. So that is a very, very, good point. Now, let's get into the other comments. The reason I'm being harsh with SHIB is because I do compare it with other projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm not complaining about SHIB, just stating the reasons why we will ride the same wave as other major projects over there. More importantly, people need to get back on earth, be logical, and stop hoping they will be rich with a $1,000 investment. Don't know if you noticed, some people like to post $1 SHIB meme posts just for fun, lol. This does not have a strong fundamentals, LMFAO. It was started as a joke and now they are trying to build a business around it. There's a larger chance of things get worse rather than better. Demoralization hasn't even begun yet. SHIB have a very strong fundamental. What does that mean? Fundamental, what exactly? There's no utility behind it. Its usage is slim, none because of ridiculous fees required in the transaction. Nobody's using it for transactions because they're mostly underwater. Unless you bought this meme in 2020, most people who bought in 2020 have long since sold this thing. The rest are back holders who bought in 2021 after the price skyrocketed up. Yeah, you're missing a lot of information, man. You need to keep researching because Shiba is bigger than you believe. Sorry, but he's right. This was a hype meme. The hype is over after the hedge fund pulled out. Might hurt to read, but that's pretty much the fact. Shibarium is not going to raise the price of this meme. You're not fooling people with FOMO, not any longer. It's good that you got that off your chest. He was backed up and needed needed to let it out during the next bull cycle when everything shoots up again, but the one who sells at or close to the top. Now is the time to accumulate and hold. Bitcoin will moon first and the altcoins will follow soon thereafter. Once people get priced out of the big coins, they will look for things like SHIB, which is much deeper to accumulate. What SHIB will have in 2023 and 2024 is an established longevity. New tokens are extremely dangerous because of the rampant scams, tokens, rug pulls, honeypots. If SHIB isn't trusted yet, it will certainly be trusted by then because it will have been around for a few years. I think people are flocking to coins that have a long track record. Right now, ditching things like Solana, which has repeatedly been abused at our expense. Do you? If you don't believe in that, then peace out. None making you hold. Whole market is shit. Crypto in the stock market. When Bitcoin and ETH go up, SHIB will follow. When it goes down, it follows you. Would rather hear the Hopian than people crying that it hasn't mooned yet. Sonic never will. Just leave the sub and sell your SHIB. Actually, like I said, I'm not complaining about SHIB. Actually, I recommend people they apply other strategies other than holding. SHIB is an excellent asset to day trade instead of complaining what hasn't mooned yet. They should understand how it works and start moving their assets around. How do you learn? Just logic, math, and reading. I have an engineering degree. Many people use charts. I prefer to sell depending on the situation. News. Maybe some of us are actually good people who want to learn or forewarned newbie readers. Sadly, people are tricked into washing their money off the backs of liars just because some of the holders here have been duped. It doesn't mean it's okay for you guys to dupe newbies. Believing if you dupe enough newbies, the price can rise and you can get out without completely losing your shirt. The only way to combat hustlers from robbing people via FOMO is to speak up and pass out real information so people can be better prepared when they were in the summer of 2021. I know too many people who weren't taken for a ride by Shiba hustlers on platforms such as this one. People should be better informed, let them be the decision makers, and they shouldn't be influenced by hustlers. Someone that understands it's a shame we get downvoted when we put some facts on the table. In the end, Shiba is a hype token unless the dev team starts doing something like real shit. Meanwhile, FOMO guys just want to feed off holders. That is why I day trade. Your perception of reality is a reflection of you. How old are you? How old are you? That will tell me everything I need to know. 27. Clearly, you are new to crypto. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. A lot of things outside of Shiba have to be going correctly. Give it a break, keep adding your bag, and wait at least 5 years. The opposite, it's been my job since GME times, and I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just telling people the facts. Why this won't moon or reach 0.1. They should understand how the world situation affects the market, how maths works, and why you need to act instead of holding. Anything can happen. I would have never thought a cryptocurrency could go up millions % in 1 year and perform this decent in one of the worst bear markets ever. Anything can happen. Responses make you appear to be a dreamer or well-paid shill. No one in this world invests short or long term using those principles, at least no one with a shred of common sense. I had to stop reading after chapter 5. Sorry. Thanks for Futster. Sell your share and get out. Why sell it while I can make money with it? Buy more and hold for a long time. I have no idea what to think anymore. My feelings on it swing back and forth. You apply the strategy you want. One thing I'll say, day traders like me feed off people who hold and wait. The only reason I hold part of what I own is because I got in early stage 0.4 zeros. Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5 zeros. 6. Moon was achieved at all-time high. There won't be such a run, just organic development. Bitcoin was trading for 6,000 2020. You do though. If that your fact to say SHIB will reach $1, it just can't. Bitcoin never went over $1 trillion market cap when it was at 60k. For Shiba to get to $1, it needs around 549 trillion in market cap for 0.01. 5.49 trillions. M4 can't burn faster than SHIB. Can SHIB burn projects will increase when it least resistant to centralized headwinds. Never mentioned a price. However, billion SHIB at 0.10, 0.15 doesn't sound bad to me. It's a 5-year project for me. Buying some fairy every month. But with all the bad news about crypto, don't expect much of the coming year. Lots of money floating and steamy checks, crypto boom. Now money is tight in several scandals in FTX, for example, holding the market back. I own SHIB, Lunch, and Doge, 1/3 of each. I like the game. I suck at TCG games, but I still like it. It's doggies in it. LOL. Sorry, the Shiba is being more than many tokens according to several articles, so it's just not another token as you like to claim. So undoubtedly, guys, here we have it. A lot of information. A lot of interesting stuff happening. What I can tell you for sure, ladies and gentlemen, Shiba Inu is definitely going to take a long time. This isn't going to happen overnight. We don't know the effects of Shibarium for sure. A lot of people predict it to really help out. Others are negative about it. So I see, both sides. But we'll only know when it comes out. I believe that it will be coming out very, very soon because that is what the developers are focusing on at the moment. Okay, it's the prime focus. So let the Shibarium come out and then we can start making some estimations because this project is still very young. A lot of people undoubtedly are with Shiba Inu because of the fact that it made a lot of money last year. Okay, a lot of people were cashing in like no tomorrow. Very, very understandable. But you have to take into account the fact that Shiba Inu, okay, at one point when it first came out, had a certain amount of zeros, and then whoever invested at that time actually lost a lot of money. Well, their wealth went down. And I think those that invested $1,000 when it first came out, there was a point that went down to $1, and then bang, because it added zeros, and then they eliminated a lot of zeros, and that's where the wealth went up. So a lot of people that managed to go through this whole wave of losing all the wealth and then just holding whatever they had at the time and letting it completely, you know, skyrocket, did very well. And what made them make so much money? It was the fact that they were very patient. They were willing to wait out the bad times. I know the sentiment right now is kind of fuddy, okay? A lot of FUD, F-U-D, a lot of fear, you know, panic. It's normal. There's always going to be turbulence, but only the strong ones stay. So as I've said, you know, if you genuinely want to change your life, you know, perhaps the SHIB ecosystem could do that. For example, you know, I'm a big believer in Bone, and I know that it will change a lot of wealth. But Shiba Inu as well will have its time, a second time. I don't know if it's going to happen, you know, next year or a year after. But as long as you're investing money that you can afford to lose and you can afford to forget about, doesn't matter. You know, your $1,000 could turn into $1 million, because the percentage increase here is just, you know, with no limits. It's absolutely crazy. So be prepared. This community is growing. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that notifications bell. Most importantly, comment down below. I'm very, very curious what you think is going to happen with Shiba. Is it that strong, or is it just another token in the market? So let me know down below in the comment section. And as usual, I want to say a big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.